Alright, good afternoon. It is July 29th, 2017. I have a little project. I've got to get on this. I've got to get in here and I've got to see what's going on the inside of here. Now, as you can see, this is my workspace. I do appreciate the offer, Vader, but right now, I just want to keep things right here. First thing we got to do, we got to get this thing off. Now, for whatever reason, I don't know why, I never charged up the replay, so I'm going to be doing this by hand with this little handheld job. So hopefully we can get in there and it's not too much damage. I have not seen the interior of the final drive since she's been home. The only people that have been in there were Dreyer Honda down in Indianapolis. So it should be interesting. One of the things I also want to do is I want to get these skirts off on either side, maybe the lower panel, and put a milk crate or something to get this whole back end up. But that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to get this little project underway right now. Believe it or not, this little bugger is a 15/16. I'm sure it's probably a some metric version of the 15/16, but hey, that'll work. Also, I got this little bugger. What's special about this? I'll show you in a minute. Yep, Grandpa's tools. Now, you see that little arrow there? You pull that down. You pull that. Yeah. This ain't gonna work. And the little shorty goes to become a very long one. Very long breaker bar. Now, hopefully they didn't go nuts on this thing. They didn't. They just put it back on. Alright, thank you guys at Honda, Dreyer Honda, thank you very much for not going nuts on me. Next, I'm going to loosen up this one right up here, and this one right up here. I'm going to take this little bugger out. Alright, the shock support is a 12mm. Okay. Quarter-inch. Hopefully it will. See, comes out real easy. Ow! Luckily that was my left hand, and I got a little bit more power in my left hand. My whole left side has a little bit more power than my right side. Go figure. And I tried learning how to play guitar right-handed. Can you believe it? Took a little old man who didn't know anything about anything to tell me how to do things right. Alright, let's just get that back in there for safekeeping. And I really got to get this thing up. I really got to put something under here to secure it. I don't know. I have an idea. Well, you know the old saying, when in Rome, cheat. So as you can see, I've got an old battery here. The other side, this is the little spot where the center stand goes. The other side is busted. So it's sitting on top of the battery. But now you can see. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that. That don't sound good. That don't sound good at all. But at any rate, now we've got the back end up off the ground. The bike is real stable, so I should be able to pound on it and beat on it and do what I got to do to it to make it behave and do what I want it to do. So let's get that wheel up off of this baby. All right, as you can see, I have another one. It's 1/4 inch and 3/8. All right, let's knock it out. Yeah, right. Piece of cake. Alright, as you can see, I'm using the replay again. We finally got it charged up. Little green light went off in the back. So, I decided to go ahead, go for it. I'm liking these. And by the way, these bolts here are in fact 14 millimeter. All right. Come on, let it go. Let her go, baby. There you go. Actually, it turns really smooth. Wow. All these years sitting out in the rain and it's still turning smooth. Alright, now just to be on the safe side and keep myself from losing them, I'm going to put these right back in spots where I pulled them out of. Because I tend to put things away to keep them safe where I won't lose them, and ultimately I forget where that safe spot is. Come on, baby. Yeah, it's been a long time, hasn't it? Look at that tread. Look at that. It's still a brand spanking new tire. That's 3 frickin' years old. Okay. Well, it didn't lose anything on this side. Huh. I would have thought that there'd be oil all over the place in there. So, with that done, we turn our attention to this side. What did they do? Okay, they put that one back in. They probably just put enough in there to keep this thing together. I'm going to pull that little bugger out of there. Let's see here. And that one is a 5 millimeter. All right. Let's see. Can we just do it with the fingers? They put a screw up in the front here. Yeah, they did. They put a screw back in there. Guess they want to make sure I didn't lose any parts. Actually, given how most Honda dealers feel about scooters, I should be grateful, I think. Alright, well, I finally got the thing out, as you can see right here. I did get the screw out of there. So, not too bad. Oh, she's in desperate need of washing. I thought sitting in the driveway she wouldn't need that. But sitting in the driveway, she needs even more work. Go figure. Alright. Now, we gotta get this little bugger off right here, which means we gotta get this little plastic one off first. Most of those screws are in a box that they gave me. But there are enough of them, I'm sure, that'll hold this thing together. Last time I was in here, I was over at Mike's house doing a tune-up on her. They put that back on. Why did they put that back on? Good. You know, when we were in that Myers parking lot, it don't seem like... Yeah, look at this. They left the gasket hanging out. They just put enough back in there. So when I came to pick the bike up, it didn't fall apart when I loaded it up into the van. Yeah, that's... First week back, I ended up having a lot of work because this was done on my vacation. This was my trip to SDO is usually on my vacation. So, first week back, I tell them I need Saturday off, and they say, well, you just had a vacation. I was like, yeah, I did. Guess what I did on my vacation? I rented a car from Enterprise. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, look, the clutch is missing. Now that I expected. Come on. There we go. It's just those dowel pins holding it on. Guys, don't destroy the gasket. Please. This is just a very thin metal gasket. I probably don't even really need it, but it's there. Wow, I'm surprised. That turns very smoothly. I am really surprised. Wow. Wow. Now we gotta get this bolt off, this bolt off, this bolt off, this bolt off. I gotta get this little bugger out of here. You can see where, look at this. This is where the belt was slapping on the inside. As everything was coming loose, there should be another spot up here. And there it is right there. Okay. There's the other bearing on the inside right there. Oh, it's all grit. It's all grit. That's 12. So is that. So is that. So is that. So is that. Alright, 12 millimeter, folks. And you are into the guts of this thing. Oh, that's good. Just get them all dirty and crappy. Yeah, like I care. It's been sitting here for 3 frickin' years. Now, hopefully, it won't be another 3 years before I put this thing back together. No guarantee. Well, well, well. Looky there. That appears to be nice and tight. look in here. Look what we got here. Bearings. Making me wish I still worked at a place that had a parts cleaner. Well, almost. It's only so much bullshit I can put up with. That is going to be a problem. That is going to be a problem. Oh, surprising. I am really surprised. That one is... Wow. Yeah, when those bearings go rip themselves apart, they really rip themselves apart, don't they? Gee, I wonder why that happened. Yeah, Mr. Innocent. That one feels gritty. That one's shot. This one still feels really good. How the hell did that one survive? Inner bearing seal. That's how that one survived. Okay. I'll change the seal. I'll leave that bearing alone. That's got to come out. That's got to come out. Alright, I apparently am not as prepared as I thought I was going to be. And as you can see, I'm losing daylight. But the good news about losing daylight is I'm gaining mosquitoes. So, I just want to try something out real quick. This is obviously the input shaft. This goes right here, theoretically. Getting that off might be a pain in the butt. I might have to order another one. I don't like that idea, but that's where we're at, so I might not have a choice. Can you hear that? It's all grit. That bearing's shot. Yeah, it's still all together. Alright, the mosquitoes are getting to be a pain in the ass. Let's do this. Temporary thingy here. Okay. There you go. So what's going on when I was riding was that bearing was failing, and this is what was going on. Now as that was failing, it was also moving back and forth like that and wobbling. That was the cause of all the shaking, and that, believe me, that got very violent. All right, I don't have a whole lot of time left here, so I'm just going to basically put this thing back together, put this back over here, keep the thread safe, and just kind of go like that. I'm not going to do a whole lot more. I've got a lot more to do tomorrow. I'm going to try to change the bearings that need to be changed, try to get that race out of there, try to get the inner race off of the shaft, and get this thing back together as far as the rear end goes. That's all I got for you right now. Runaway Trekker, out.